Welcome back to another This Week in Trailers. This is going to be another short one this week because Summer Game Fest is going on. And any trailers and any game announcements or anything like that that was shown off at Summer Game Fest and any other of the showcases will be in separate videos. So without further ado, I will check out what trailers were not in the showcase, or at least maybe was shown maybe twice. I don't know. But yeah, pretty much standalone trailers. So here we go. This is the Dr. Fetus Mean Meat Machine. Oh, and I totally forgot, just like usual, my dumbass forgot to unmute the tab. Here we go. Now we're starting.
Rated T for teen.
There you guys go. So this looks like kind of like your. It's not Pit Cross. What was the game? Because you know, it had like Dr. Mario and all that, but there was a game before that that made that type of puzzle game really popular. I guess you could just say Dr. Mario. It's that kind of puzzle. It looks cute and fucked up. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. This is called Dark Legion. Is this a re-release of an older game? Or is this a new game with older style graphics? Because either way, I might like it. I don't know, it might be a re-release of a much older game. It looks like it. I'm just not familiar with the title. I wonder if this is from the Gorilla Collective thing. Then we have Pikmin 4.
This is the intrepid explorer, Captain Olimar. As fate would have it, he crash-landed on a mysterious planet. After receiving his distress signal, the Noble Rescue Corps set off to retrieve the stranded captain. And they also crashed. Well, that's unfortunate. 2 crash landings in a row. But there is a beacon of hope. It's you, the Rescue Corps' newest recruit who's risen to the occasion.
So you make your own captain?
Explorer. Embark on an expedition to save Captain Olimar and the entire Rescue Corps.
Do you crash land too?
What else will you find on this mysterious planet? Pikmin 4. Available July 21st only on the Nintendo Switch system.
Next month.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, I think out of all the games that are being shown off, at least in the trailers for this week, that one's high on the list. Pikmin 4 is going to be sweet. Hopefully. What is this game called again? Horror Stories Harvest Hunt. They're not alone. Is it card deck building? It's like a survival horror, but with deck building. Is that like a roguelite? I wonder if you have to draw the monster that will be chasing you. That would be pretty intense. Oh, you're the master of your own fate type of game. Well, the demo is available on the 19th. Oh, There you guys go. There's a
Welcome to Enshrouded.
procedural horror
Today
game,
we'll be
probably.
introducing you to a mini-series of videos exploring the key pillars of the game.
This is Enshrouded combat gameplay.
Building, and survival. Let's start with the basic combat mechanics in today's video. Enshrouded allows the players to lock onto enemies in order to focus their attacks and movement on specific opponents. As the enemy attacks,
Movement seems really jittery.
provide a shield.
Hopefully that gets smoothened out.
Stamina, and once depleted, attacks cannot be blocked anymore. With the
Enemy's
parry,
movement
you can
seems
also
smooth.
parry enemy attacks. A successful parry will block.
What the hell is that
attacks
parry
and also
animation?
drain the enemy's stamina. This leads us to the merciless attack, a powerful finisher that can only be used when an enemy's stamina.
It's very bland right now. I kind of hope they tighten that up a bit.
Devastating blow to your enemy. In Enshrouded, you will have a variety of powerful weapons to choose from. For example, you can use bows for ranged combat in combination with different types of arrows. There are also wands for faster shots
On the UI,
as well as
combat,
staffs for mana-based, slower and
the
heavier
visceral
attacks that can also
feeling of
affect
combat
the
just
group
seems
of
very
enemies.
bland in
Apart
this
from
game so
swords, there
far.
are also heavy melee
Hopefully it's
weapons,
very early.
hammers and axes,
And
as
I'm
well
kind of
as
hoping they...
explosives. Hopefully offering the weapon
I mean,
options for different
here's
types
what's
of
cool
playstyle
about
and
Enshroud,
challenges.
is that
Now
there's
that you're familiar
land
with the
deformation.
basics, Enshrouded places a strong emphasis on
Although the
early
combat and the
preparation
movement's a
and
little
entry into
jittery and all
combat.
that.
It is important to focus on extensive preparations, such as resting,
Land deformation.
cooking various foods by using recipes, as well as potions and other items to gain an advantage in the battle. Keep an eye on our YouTube channel where we will explain this in a bit more detail. As you explore the world of Enshrouded, you will encounter many enemy factions such as the Fel, Scavengers, Wild Beasts, and Wildlife. Each of them can be found in unique areas of the game. There are various approaches you can take towards enemy fights. If you're the type of player
It says it's
who prefers
closed
to
alpha
avoid
build,
direct
so they
combat,
can change a lot of
choose
things
scout
before
and
they
sneak
get to
your way
beta.
around enemies to avoid alerting them to your presence.
Kinda
For
hoping
players
they
who
do.
enjoy ranged combat, you can also use bows, staffs, and wands to attack enemies from a distance.
So if they want me to play this
As the
game,
world of Enshrouded
combat
is
has
a
to be
fully
better.
adaptive place,
it has to be
you
so
will
much
dig your
better.
way around the obstacles. The possibilities are endless, and it is up to you how you will use this approach.
Building destruction and land deformation is really cool though. They
Another
got
way
that
to
down
approach
really
enemy
nicely.
fights in Enshrouded is by using a glider. The glider allows you to fly over and approach enemy camps from above, giving the element of surprise. In this section, we'll be discussing the game's leveling system, customization, and multiplayer experience. As players explore,
Can I see
and
that
survive
gear
the
system
game,
again?
they will gain experience points and level up. With each level gained, players will unlock skill points that can be used in a skill tree. For example,
Oh,
active abilities
what is
such
the
as
skill
double
tree?
jump, sneak attack, and
it's
blink.
kind of like
But there are also passive
Path of
skills
Exile
that
or
improve your abilities
Final
that are automatically
Fantasy
triggered under certain
12?
conditions. All of the skills and players' class directions can be mixed in any way possible, which allows for
There's no
variety.
icons. Wait, what is what?
Enshrouded, crafting basic weapons can be done at the blacksmith and other
It's not
NPCs.
color coded or anything.
Legendary weapons and arms
Silver and
can be found
gold.
through world exploration. Higher rarity weapons have additional perks that can be unlocked through upgrades.
So you can
Apart from a single
evolve
player,
the
the game
enhancements
also
of
allows players to
weapons.
play with up to 16 players on a dedicated server in a co-op environment. Playing together with others will allow each player to have a specific role in a team when exploring for resources, armors, weapons, and fighting together. Players can also heal and buff their party members or revive them if they fall to the enemy, enhancing the co-op experience. If you like what you're seeing, make sure to wishlist us on Steam.
I
Make
like
sure to
the
also
concept
subscribe to our
of
YouTube channel
the
and check out our
destruction of
social
the
media
environment
links
and stuff like that, but
We'll see you in the next one.
the combat really needs work. So hopefully by the time they get out of alpha, they tighten up the combat, they make it more, well, just pleasant to be in. Because it's very, it's like you're fighting with, you kind of have that Nerf weapon kind of feel to it. And I don't know, the animations and everything. I mean, as you guys saw in the beginning of the video too, when you're kind of like locked onto an enemy and you're strafing around them with your shield up, it's very jittery, like the actual character is like struggling to be in the world. So I'm kind of hoping that, I don't know if this game, because everything else kind of seems like it's something I would probably enjoy. Like, I would love to destroy the actual environment of the game. or like mold it into what I want it to. But it just depends on the actual combat. If the combat doesn't change or anything, and I have a problem with it, and it's like, yeah, I'll probably just skip this game. That's my words. I'm shrouded. So no, still, it seems like the only thing that caught my eye so far is Pikmin. It's Pikmin. Well, it's Pikmin. It's a friggin' Nintendo property that is beloved. I think this game is called Hato? Hato? I think we'll see more of this game in Wholesome Direct. That's tomorrow. And then we have the Future Game Show tomorrow as well. Not enough information for me to really be excited about it. Deck of Souls. I'm looking for more wholesome games though, so I can't be this looks like a Lara game. Lara likes her deck builders. I just don't know if she'll like the actual like concept of pixel art characters fighting each other though. This seems like a game that maybe Lara will like. It's a very loose like. It's like, I don't know. Even though she likes deck builders, she might not like this game. Nah, I don't see her playing it, to be honest. I mean, I could always introduce this to her, but yeah, I don't think she's... Quest Master. Is this the, kind of like the whole dungeon builder? Horse for days. Yep, create your own dungeons. Yeah, it's that old school, like, Legend of Zelda type of gameplay. Unlock enemies, traps, and more. There's a lot of builder games. Like, create your own levels and challenges. This game will work a lot better, I think, than Meet Your Maker. Meet Your Maker has already lost like 30% of its player base. And it's only been a month. A month and it's lost over 30% of it. So maybe this game will have a longer lifespan. I would probably play this game more than Meet Your Maker. I didn't even give Meet Your Maker a try. I was gonna do a peek play on it, but then I was like, oh, well, after the peek play, I probably won't play it anymore. I was like, yeah. So this is another builder game. Strangers or Stranger Z. But yeah, this is this game. I don't know anything about this game, so it looked very the title's very generic and all that. But who knows? Might be. You never know. It looks very independent.
Oh, he's in the house. He's definitely in the house.
Oh
All the logs have
no.
been taken. Someone's placed them high flashlight and recharging.
Let's Players.
Oh.
No!
Is someone watching the bathroom side? Yeah.
Let's Players. New genre. It's not a new genre. What? That was an awful trailer. Never have streamers and fucking Let's Players in your fucking trailers. It's just unbearable. Nah, it did not sell me on that game. So that was Stranger Z or Strangers with the Z. So this game is called Super Space Club. Well, I was liking the music and the tone changed. Once you introduced you introduced lyrics and the tone changed. If anyone's played Asteroid before, this is pretty much it, kinda. Or Galaga. We're not. Nah, Galaga was like kind of like two. Kind of go left and right, up, down. Yeah, this is more kind of like probably travels like Asteroid. It's like a weird vibe of like I'm gonna relax while like trying not to die. Leximan. Leximan? Leximan? Lexi. Oh, it's like lexicon, but okay. Because you're dealing with words and things. Oh yeah, this is the Guerrilla Collective thing. So I didn't get to watch Guerrilla Collective, but this is one of the games they showed off. So we're getting to a few Guerrilla Collective games. Sesame. Laser. An actual trout. So yeah, pretty much fight enemies with making words, which is probably going to be pretty funny. I'll probably check it out.
Acrobatics, kill, and look cute while doing it. Gory Cuddly Carnage is a foul-mouthed third-person hack-and-slash action adventure. You play as Gory, a cute but deadly synthetic cat on Frank, a sentient, death-dealing hoverboard waging war against an army of mutated toys. Gory Cuddly Carnage is all about speed.
The cat's name Gory?
Gore. You'll have a host of combat options to decimate enemies in the bloodiest ways imaginable to really amp up the carnage.
It's like Blinks the cat is on meth or something.
Blades that he loves to use. Next,
Because he has that design of Blinks the cat.
and bash everything that comes in its way.
I wonder if the dev has ever been told that. It's like, you know, your character looks like Blinks the cat.
Totally up to you. The next move is my personal favorite. The hoverboard is also a rocket launcher. Fire smaller rockets against smaller enemies, or just soup it up and go absolutely nuclear, obliterating everything you locked your sight on. Except for the slashing, the bashing, the dashing, and the shooting.
See, they have that slow-mo time like they have in like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild.
Look at him. He's so happy, you just have to buy Gory new things.
Yeah, Gory with a G-O-R-I.
Upgraded your way through a level, everything is of course topped off with an old school boss battle with all the worst, most
Oh, dear lord, that looks ugly.
toys imaginable.
It's a good design.
These sections of the game will test your abilities against waves of enemies that will be destroyed in hellfire and a flurry of blades.
Yeah, the game might be weird enough for me to maybe check it out. It's
Beware, some of these mutant toys will not die so easily.
not super polished, but who knows? It's really weird looking, so maybe check it out. I won't. No, I don't know. If I ever had the time, maybe. Whatever the hell this game is called, AK something.
Or predator.
It's like Gungeon. Enter the Gungeon. It even has that feel of Enter the Gungeon.
Perhaps being armed to the teeth will help their climb up the food chain.
Is this the same devs? So it has that Enter the Gungeon feel to it.
Oh dear. To
Even the
survive
animations.
first taste of Mother Nature, these axolotls appear to be evolving new abilities.
AK Axe Little.
Great.
That's what the game's called.
An invasive species. A plague killing everything in its path. Is it regenerating its limbs? What is going on? Is that a demon?
It looks cute.
Axolotl.
Axolotl.
Fall 2023.
I don't know if that's super similar to like Enter the Gungeon though, like animations and just gameplay. I was like, huh, Someone could probably confirm in the comments once this video's out. So far, it's only been, well, yeah, it's only been Pikmin this week. So this is called the, Bookwalker Thief of Tells? Interesting. So you kind of go into like books and tells. You're a thief of fiction? Black Skylands. I've heard this music before.
Pilot mode activated. Welcome to Black Skylands.
Like that
Explore the
DMCA
skies
free
of this
music
open world
that you can get
base
in
building adventure.
YouTube.
Jump into an airship, gather resources, build weapons, and fight an ever-looming threat, all while uncovering the many secrets hidden in the clouds. Over 3 centuries ago, a meteorite fell to Earth, forever changing life on the planet. Players will step into the shoes of Eva, a talented airship pilot. Eva is tasked with visiting the small colony of Aspie, where pirates and monsters alike have been ruthlessly attacking. Seeing the sheer havoc these enemies have wrought, Eva decides that she is going to need some big ships with big weapons in order to save the colony. That's where you come in. Explore an expansive world complete with many unique floating islands. Travel through forests, farms, snowlands, and ruins with your trusty moth Luma to help you with moving things to your ship. Pick up side quests, uncover secrets, gather treasure, solve puzzles, and meet interesting characters. But keep your wits about you, because you never know what dangers lurk in the dark skies.
That man was named Kane.
Be prepared to fight on both land
With a
and
K.
in the skies. Combine aerial and ground fighting tactics. Use your grappling hook to close in quickly on enemies and take them by surprise.
Kinda has that
Powerful
combat
weapons
like
that you can change on
Hotline
the
Miami.
fly to adapt to the battle at
It's
hand.
not as brutal.
Aboard
feel like the
father
combat
ship,
of
Eva is
Hotline
able to
Miami.
upgrade herself and her equipment. With a variety of weapons at her disposal, from crossbows to rocket launchers, and nearly 30 modification options each, players are able to truly craft the perfect arsenal to cater to their own personal playstyle.
Terrific death-killing machine.
Every ship is perfect, and Eva's airships are no exception. You'll find throughout the game that you can upgrade your ships
Maximum
and choose what types of
speed.
guns to use. You'll need to use the resources you've gathered on your journeys to keep your ships in tip-top shape. Along with the main story of Black Skylands, you'll meet others in the world that need your help. Complete these quests to gain experience and, of course, valuable resources.
Broadsided.
You can also take on difficult challenge quests to find more bountiful rewards. Black Skylands is full of intriguing twists, exciting combat, and loads of great customization for both your
Black
characters
Skylands has some
and your
promise.
ships. You never know what you might discover while exploring the sky. But one thing is for certain. Your efforts may just mean the difference between the end of Earth's existence or the beginning of its new one.
Mainly because I like the ship-on-ship fighting. The on-foot combat kind of reminds me of like a more toned-down Hotline Miami. So this is Slime 3K Rise Against Depot. Despo Depot? I'd say Depot. So wait, are you a blob against... Are you against humans or other creatures? I'm assuming you're against other creatures. That looks like a chaotic fucking game. Soul Stalker. It's a very quiet trailer. It's a roguelite. Okay. Usually when a game has that type of map, it's roguelike. Wow, this was really a very quiet trailer. Looks like your abilities and all that were kind of like on a cooldown. Doesn't look too bad of a game from what I'm seeing. It's very simplistic. The art style's clean. And there's a demo that'll be out on the 19th, so always play it. Nova Lands. Speaking of another game that has some interesting art style. Kind of like a small little base building productivity. Ew, good to have little robots help you. What's the catch? Do you have to keep them powered, I guess? Well, that's cool. It's kind of like if you're like if you're a person that likes those games like Factorium or whatever it was called, this might be a new, different game. Art style's cute. Oh, what the fuck? Nova Lands, huh? Caught my attention. We got 3 games this week that I'll try and add to the list of games that I should be slightly excited about, at least. Looks interesting. It's coming out on everything, so you got that.
Hello, we are Magnum Scriptum. Recently, we showcased a new free prologue to our game, Quasimorph.
Quasimorph. Hell's Quasimorph. I like the art style. It kind of has that.
Quasimorph is a mix of classic turn-based roguelike RPG with a unique extraction twist.
Oh, is it kind of like in the style of Fallout?
If you die, you lose everything you took on the mission. Play as the boss of a galactic PMC. You will explore abandoned laboratories, space prisons, and derelict temples to complete missions for space corporations.
I like the look of it.
Clone the best employees and send them to certain death to probe the weaknesses of your opponents. Die and try again. Gather a team of professionals, keep track of your ammo, and monitor your equipment to be prepared for any challenges in this space slaughter. It will be up to you to uncover the truth and the unforgivable acts humanity has committed in the deep, dark depths of space.
Quasimorph, huh? It's a weird name, but the game has promise. Keep it under advisement.
Hello, Gatekeepers. I'm George from Gravity Lagoon Studios, and I'm here to unveil our game, Gatekeeper. In Gatekeeper, you'll venture into an unknown galaxy to reclaim the stolen heart of the universe. Your mission is to restore balance to the cosmos, but it won't be easy. The heart is trapped within a complex quantum.
Does anyone else get Risk of Rain vibes out of this game?
Prepare for thrilling adventures as you explore the galaxy.
I'm getting some
battle
Risk
for
of
middle
Rain
foes,
vibes.
and seize back the heart of the universe.
Is this a Risk of Rain game?
Earlier this year, we released Gatekeeper Eclipse, a demo that received massive support
Make sure that stays on 1080p, man.
from over 100,000 players. Your feedback was invaluable, allowing us to refine the gameplay and mechanics of Gatekeeper. In Eclipse, you had two game modes, Nowhere and Aurora. In Nowhere, you had to fight off waves of enemies aiming to destroy planetary gates and steal the heart of time. And in Aurora, your goal was to protect obelisks and open portals leading to challenging boss battles.
I don't like protecting things.
Two unique characters, Hybrid and Nidum. Hybrid specializes in ranged attacks, utilizing 4 active abilities like External Bios, which bounces off enemies up to 20 times. Nidum,
20 times.
melee hero, wields fiery vortexes with skills like Circular, dealing devastating damage to anyone it touches. Now, we're thrilled to announce Gatekeeper Infinity, our upcoming second demo. By popular demand, we've added online co-op, letting you team up with friends as fellow gatekeepers. Face tougher enemies, experience enhanced abilities, and enjoy a rebalanced gameplay. Unlock character progression, discover new locations, and brace yourself for an even grander adventure. We're also introducing 2 additional characters in Infinity. Pandora, who can be described as a nuke mage, and Bastion, a melee tank. They join the ranks, offering fresh gameplay styles and expanding your strategic options. We, Gravity Lagoon Studio, are committed to surpassing your expectations. Thank you for your unwavering support as we
That sounds
embark
like
on this
some
extraordinary
corporate
journey
talk right
together.
there.
Stay
That's,
tuned for
that was
Gatekeeper
weird.
Infinity, where the fate of the universe lies in your hands.
So yeah, elephant in the room here. That sure does look like it's heavily inspired by Risk of Rain, though. It's definitely it's isometric and everything, not like either like the first Risk of Rain, which was like 2D, left to right type of scenario type of thing going on, and the second Risk of Rain was a third person shooter. But man, some of the way the characters fight and everything like that, and some of their designs and things, that's like, I don't know. Just saying, if they don't know that they were inspired by Risk of Rain, someone should probably tell them. Hey, it's not bad. Hey, more games like Risk of Rain 2 or something like that would be pretty cool. I'm looking for more games like that.
We hope your spirits remain high, for we have now
Outbreak
arrived
Island.
at Outbreak Island. We must urge you to stay vigilant. This place may have a certain charm, but it is far from the friendliest destination.
Ew,
Hello.
buggers.
Today, we will slightly the veil of mystery over Outbreak Island. In the morning light, everything looks quite cute and friendly, but that's just for now.
This is how the game kind
Every
of
day,
starts out.
we do something on our farm. And although you will be able to conquer new buildings for development later, this house with a cozy garden and workshop will remain in your heart for a long time.
We'll start out with a farm.
Here, the player can experience all the delights of farm life, growing vegetables, taking care of the territory, repairing greenhouses, and strengthening fences.
I'd be down for
The
that.
workshop in the backyard will help with this, but everything needs resources, which means it's time to head to the sawmill.
So you can
The
travel
game
on.
offers the ability to drive
vehicle
a car
and
and transport goods and building materials. At the
Okay.
sawmill, the hero cuts logs into planks and assembles everything needed in the workshop. But electricity on the island is only available at night, so our hero seeks alternative ways to solve the problem.
Why is it only available at night? Did they explain why? Why is it only available at nighttime?
Sometimes, the most interesting things are just around the corner.
Is there an ordinance in place or something?
The locations of Outbreak Island hold secrets and valuable loot.
Crossbow.
But if you don't want to face monsters today, it's time to hurry back to the farm.
So you can choose if you want to fight or not, but you better get to safety, I guess.
Outbreak Island is a unique game that allows players to immerse themselves in the atmosphere of survival and self-development.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Here, you will find interesting tasks,
That's
diverse
cool.
locations, and a unique atmosphere. Join us and try to pass all the challenges on your way to survival on Outbreak Island.
We're not gonna see gameplay. Huh. I know we didn't get to see a lot of that, but keep an eye out on it. Get the next trailer pumping.
Storm Edge, an upcoming action roguelite game that invites you to embody the extraordinary powers of a gifted mage. Let's have a closer look at this one.
Very fast paced. Kind of reminds me of was that one wizard game that's very actiony? It's kind of like this style. Yeah, if you like fast paced, frantic combat, it's like it's totally your game. Let's see, is there 3 types of currencies? It's like you have gold, gems, and spirit, maybe. Looks solid. Then Sengoku Dynasty. So I think this is a survival game based in kind of like medieval Japan.
It will become a mountain. Continuing on is where true strength lies. A tale can be told in an evening. A legend takes decades to build.
Become a legend. So is this a single player game, or do you play it with multiple people? You have to worry about your village with other players' villages? That would be kind of cool. At the same time, annoying as fuck. It'd be getting raided every fucking day. Now, come on, man, leave my people alone. Stop trying to be like Nobunaga. This isn't Sengoku.
To preserve a legacy that is larger than life. You will need to start a dynasty.
I still need to like play Medieval Dynasty. I wonder if it's the same people. It'd be funny if it is. I mean, it's kind of like that game, so. Oh, what's this game? Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. The game looks solid. It looks like a solid game. I wonder if it's going to get tiring, though, in the later times. This, I think, is the last trailer for today. Now let's talk about what I'm got on my list. So all the other games are just kind of like, you either like it or you don't. For what you saw. Talk more in depth what games that did catch my eye. Alrighty then, so that's all the trailers that we had this week, and the games that caught my eye is Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4, reason why Pikmin 4 caught my eye is because it's, well, fucking Pikmin 4. It looked like a really good game. It looked like a solid entry into the franchise itself. Just, my question is, especially when we finally get to see trailer, like an actual gameplay for Pikmin 4, is that, are they going to try and go back to what Pikmin 1 and I think Pikmin 2 were known for, and have it to where it's time sensitive, time based, to where you actually had a certain amount of time? Because that's what a lot of people liked about Pikmin, is that you had urgency in both of those, at least both of those games, and I think Pikmin 3 got rid of that to where urgency is not really a thing anymore. You kind of have you can do it at your own pace, which I'm more of a fan of. I'm more of a fan of, like, do it at your own leisure. imagine if you had an urgency to save Zelda in Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild or any Legend of Zelda game. I would like, I think the one game that kind of did it, but you still had like flexibility, which was Majora's Mask. But you know, you had the Ocarina of Time to correct the situation. So I don't know. And when it comes to Pikmin, it's kind of weird. Black Skylands is the next one. That was the kind of like the isometric top down. You have like, I don't know if you can control a fleet of people, but you have your own ships and all that, sky ships. And there's ship combat and on foot combat that kind of reminded me of the Hotline Miami, but kind of toned down a bit. But what probably will make me happy playing that game is probably the ship combat, because I like ship combat. Either top down, it could be third person, it could be first person ship combat where you're in the ship itself. Either way, we need more of those type of games. And if this provides me a little bit of that scratching of that itch, I'll be happy. Next game was Novaland. Yeah, Novalands. I'm trying to remember what that game. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem too. I might have to like scratch this part of the thing and kind of just nestle it up a bit. And Quasimorph was another game. Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint, which I don't know about Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. After I looked at the trailer a bit more, it looked like they were kind of showing off some of the same, like, kind of grappling and punching as a beat 'em up game, but at the same time, depending on how much you actually put in your beat 'em up, it could be a little tiresome. So yeah, but yeah, that was all the trailers this week, and of course we all also have Summer Game Fest and all those other showcases too. There's more, of course, tomorrow and the rest of next week as well. So there may or may not be a This Week in Trailers this coming up week, but you will find out as the week unfolds and everything like that.